Hi guys, welcome back. This is our new virtual classroom. Now you see me, not only hear me. Okay, so right now we're going to do something different. Okay, we're not just going to go straight to the class, but we're going to review some things that we always did in the school. So we're going to right now start the assembly. So, we're not going to pray. I know that's the first thing that we always do, but we're not going to pray right now because you have to do that at your home with your parents. So if you haven't did it by now, well, do it. It's always important, especially in these circumstances. So, moving from the prayer, let's go to the second thing that we always do in our assemblies. So we're going to see right now the weekly value. And the weekly value for this week is love the family. Remember that the slogan that we have this year is good habits and values help you triumph in life. Okay? Keep this in mind. All the values, responsibility, respect, the habits that are cleanliness, keep your things in order. Those things are the ones that help you triumph in life. So right now, the value for this week is love the family. This is a really important one. The weekly norm is I will love and take care of my family because they are the treasure of my life. Okay, it's always really important to take care of your family, to always, every single day, tell your parents, I love you. Thank you for all the things that you have done in my life. Show them that you care for them, that you love them, then you appreciate what they are in your life. Okay, so we're also going to do something that we should never ever forget. Okay, so repeat after me. How are we going to work today? Better than yesterday. Better than yesterday. Yeah! Every single day you have to work better than yesterday. Not only in school, but in your life.
Okay, guys, so we're here to review cause and effect. Okay, remember, this is only a review. We're going to be like a little bit more relaxed about this topic because we already know it. Okay, just some things to refresh our memory and some exercises. But besides that, it's really easy. Um, you are an expert on this topic, so let's just move on. Okay, what is cause and effect? Cause is the reason why something happened. Okay, the key word in here is why. Okay, why? So we have this example over here. We see this picture and we see that it's raining, right? So let's see what happened. Now, effect is the result. It's what happened. The key word in here is what. Okay, be careful with that. Why? Cause. What? Effect. So, what happened? We have a lot of effects. Because it was raining, we can have a rainbow. Because it was raining, we have a lot of water. Because it was raining, the flowers are growing. Okay? So, why was raining? What? The flowers are growing. Simple like that. Now, we have here some signal words. Consequently, therefore, as a result, reason why, because of, maybe, due to. Okay, so these are just words that you can use to explain things, or if you see this, is because they are given a cause and effect relationship. Okay, so let's be careful when we are reading and look for these signal words. Okay, so now that we already know the information about this, let's move on to some exercises, really easy exercises. Okay, so we are going to choose the cause that belongs to the effect on each one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 exercises. But they're really simple. Okay, so the first one. The tooth fairy came. That's the effect. So, of course, we have two options. It was Christmas and you lost a tooth. Why? What can be the reason why the tooth fairy came? Why? Because you lost a tooth. Okay? Number 2. The effect is there is a rainbow. Why would be a rainbow? Because it rained. The effect, I found the treasure. Why I found the treasure? Because I used a map. The ice melted. Why the ice melted? Because it was hot. That's the reason why. We made a snowman. Why we could make a snowman? Because it had snow. She raised her hand. Why? Because she had a question. I could not get in the house. I lost the key. That's why. The dog was tired because he played too much. I was thirsty because I was running. We had cake because it was my birthday. I ate a hamburger because I was hungry. I bought a ticket because I went to the movies. He was sad because his toy broke. She bought new clothes. Why? Because she grew. It was lightning. Why? Because it was storming. I used an umbrella because it was raining. Okay? You only have to ask why. Why I did all those things. Why? Okay, so let's move on to the next exercise. Now, in this we're not going to identify the cause. We're going to underline the effects, okay, on each one of this. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Really simple. Just going to underline the effect. Okay, so number 1. The pig ran out of the barn as fast as he could when he saw a snake near his throat. Now, what is the cause? In here is he saw a snake near his throat. So what happened? What happened when he saw a snake? The pig ran out of the barn as fast as he could. That is the effect. So why did he run? Did he run? Because he saw a snake. Number 2. When the dog saw the postal worker, he started barking loudly. So what was the dog doing? He was barking loudly. But why? Because he saw the postal worker. So he started barking loudly is the effect. Number 3. The bunny was able to find lots of carrots in the garden as a result of the good weather. So the bunny was able to find lots of carrots in the garden. This is the effect. This is the result. The result of what? Of the good weather. Number 4. Since the day was warm, the snake slithered out from under the rock and into the sunshine. So, why the snake slithered out from under the rock and into the sunshine? Because the day was warm. So, because of that, the snake do another thing. Okay, so that is our cause and effect relationship. I hope you understand this. This is really simple. I'm pretty sure that you will do it really easy. Okay, really fast. This is a piece of cake. Now, we're going to move on to something a little bit harder, but I'm pretty sure that you will do it excellent. We have to read this story and answer the questions that will appear later. Okay, so let's read the story. The Arctic shortcut sparks worry. Everyone likes shortcuts, right? They provide a quicker way to get to a place. One new shortcut saves many ships a lot of travel time. It's called the Northwest Passage. Sailors have been looking for this passage for centuries. They wanted to sail through Arctic waters from east to west across the top of Canada and Alaska. Few were able to do so. That's because dangerous frozen waters blocked their way. Until recently, only special ice-breaking ships could make the trip. But now, due to global warming, the temperature in the Arctic has increased. The Arctic ice cover has started to melt. As a result, the Northwest Passage is open to many types of ships. More than a dozen traveled in last year. Shippers are happy. They think the shortcut is a dream, shaving 5,000 miles of trips between Europe and Japan. But to many Canadians, the shortcut is a nightmare. They're worried. They think accidents are bound to happen. Even with all the melting, the passage is imperfect. There are still many icebergs floating around. A collision between a ship and an iceberg could result in a giant oil spill. Such an accident could pollute Arctic waters and ruin acres of unspoiled coastal land. It's a disaster to happen, say Canadian wildlife officials and local Inuit people. Okay, so we have already the story. Let's move on to the questions. So we have these questions, the questions right here, and these ones right here are the answers, but they are not in order. So we have to identify which answers in here belongs to these questions. Okay, so we're going to answer the questions using details from the previous story. Okay, so why do people like shortcuts? We have a giant oil spill, because they provide a quicker way to get to a place, because the Arctic ice cover has started to melt, because dangerous frozen waters block their way, and the global warming. So the question was, why do people like shortcuts? Which one of these do you think is the answer? Think carefully about it. Okay? The answer is dun, 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 dun. People like shortcuts because they provide a quicker way to get a place. Number 2. Why was it difficult for sailors to travel east to west through Arctic waters? Why? In 1, 2, 3. It was difficult for sailors to travel east to west through Arctic waters because of the dangerous frozen waters blocked their way. Number 3. What has caused the temperature in the Arctic to increase? 1, 2, 3. The temperature in the Arctic has increased because of the global warming. Why is the Northwest Passage now open? The Northwest Passage is open now because the Arctic ice cover has started to melt. And the last one. What effect could a collision between a ship and an iceberg have? What? We already know it. So, a collision between a ship and an iceberg could have a giant oil spill. Okay, so now that we have this, you see that it's really, really simple to identify cause and effect relationships in a story. Okay, you only have to read really carefully and identify when they are asking for causes, when they are asking for effects, and which words can help us to identify this. Okay, this is really, really simple. I hope that you understand it. Thank you so much for your listening. Thank you so much for being here. And any question that you have, I'm right here. Just text me. Bye bye.
Before I finish this class, I want to ask you something. Stay at home. Don't go out. That is for your benefit. That is for your parents, for your grandparents, for your baby brothers, for your big brothers. Stay at home. Stay safe. So that when all of this finish, we're going to see us again. With all my love,